Good morning, dear students. Welcome to TAL tutorial. Let's continue the chapter unit dimension. We have discussed the theory related to unit and dimensions. We have discussed some problems. Okay. Now the topic is use of dimensions. Okay. Why we study the dimension? Okay. The first thing I'm writing that use of dimension. First part. Hopefully I will cover that first part in this session. So this is use of dimensions. Use of dimensions. First, conversion of unit, like if any physical quantity is given in SI unit, if you want to convert it in CGS unit, you can convert with the help of dimension. Okay. The first is conversion of unit. The first part is conversion of unit. The second part is to check the dimensional correctness of a physical equation. Second part is to check the dimensional correctness of physical equation. These are the two uses of your dimensions. So in this session I am going to cover this part only, conversion of unit. Okay, I will take one problem. Okay, before that I will take the theory related to this, then after I will take one problem, then I will solve it. See, correctness of unit. Heading is correctness of unit. Conversion of unit. I want to convert, so I am writing this. This is based on the, you know that this is based on the fact that the unit and their, like, this is based on the fact that the product of numerical value into their unit is constant. Okay, we will writing these things. We know that this conversion of unit is based on the fact that the product of the numerical value and the unit will be always constant. This conversion of unit is based on that principle. So I am writing this is based on the fact that this is based on the fact that the product of numerical value that is n, and their unit, its corresponding unit u is always constant. Conversion of unit based on the fact that the product of numerical value and its corresponding unit will always be a constant, that is n into u is equal to constant. That is what n1 u1 is equal to n2 u2. n1 un is equal to n2 u2. Better can write in that format. This is n2 u2. Okay. So this is based on the fact that the numerical value and its corresponding unit, the product of these two will be constant. n1 un is equal to N2 U2. So this is our requirement. Like I am giving you some extra. Suppose the dimension, I am rubbing this, erasing this one. So after that, that is your N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Can continue. Suppose the dimensions of physical quantity. Suppose the dimensions of physical quantities are A in mass, B in length, that is next C in time. Suppose the dimensions of physical quantities are A in mass, B in length and C in time. Okay, if the fundamental unit in one system, fundamental unit in one system, if the fundamental unit in one system are M1, L1 and T1, are M1, L1 and T1, and in other system M2, L2 and T2, M1, L1, T1 in one system and M2, L2, T2 in other system, then we can write that is, we can write your N1, N2 dimensions, what M1 to the power M1 to dimension A, we have written mass, A in mass, B in length, C in time. So M1A, next L2, sorry L1, L1B, T1. So this was your, suppose the dimensions of a physical quantities are A in mass, B in length, C in time. The fundamental units in one systems are M1, L2 and T1, and in other system L2, M2, L2, T2. Then we can write N1, M1A, L1B, T1C. That is, you can write equal to N2, M2A, L2B and T2C. That we can write. This is equation 1. We can assume that. Okay, next, here N1 and N2 are the numerical values of two systems. Here N1 and N2 are the numerical value of the two systems. N1 and N2 are the numerical value of two systems, okay, respectively. N1 and N2 are numerical value of two systems. Now using equation 1, I'm writing this using equation 1, using equation 1 we can convert the physical quantity in 1 unit, convert the numerical value of the numerical value of physical quantity from one system of unit, to another system. So with the help of this equation we will be getting that result, this one n1 m1 l1 n2 m2 l2 t2. Okay, with the help of these two equation we will be getting this. So let's take one problem, after that we can conclude that this statement is valid. Okay, let's start. So in the previous video I have calculated your what G, gravitational field, what gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant we have calculated. Okay, so let's start with problem. The problem is the value of gravitational constant G in SI unit convert in CGS unit. Okay, so G, what was the G? G was that F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. ये वाला G की बात हो रही है. Okay, so let's write the question. The question is the value of gravitational constant, the value of gravitational constant is G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square in SI unit. Okay, convert it into CGS system of unit. Convert it into CGS system of units. Okay, so they are asking SI they have given, and CGS they are asking. So we have to apply that formula, what, n1 m1 m1. So apply that formula, n1 m1 to the power a m2 l1 b t1 c is equal to what, n2 m2 a l2 b t2 c. That we have to apply. So let's see. First, I know what in the previous video I have told you what is the dimensional formula of G, capital G. We know that G, this is your G is equal to what, capital G is equal to m to the power of minus 1, l to the power 3 and t to the power of minus 2. Okay, so I am applying that. What I will do, I am doing n1, okay, m to the power m1 to the power minus 1 and l1 to the power 3 and T1 to the power minus 2 is equal to N2 is, that is your numerical value, and numerical value in other unit, and N1 is numerical value in 1 unit system. Okay, so that is your M2 minus 1, L2 3, T2 minus 2, that is the value, and I want to get that value of N2. So what I can do, N2 is equal to N1 upon what happened, M1 by M2, that is to the power minus 1, and L1 by L2 to the power 3, and next T1 by T2 to the power of minus 2. So I know this value. What is this value? 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. That's what we know. Okay, so I have to calculate which value, N2. So N1 I know, here you can write it here. N1 is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11, and your M1, let's see, M1 is equal to 1 kg, M1 is equal to 1 kg, but M2 is equal to 1 gram, that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. L1 is equal to 1 meter, L1 is equal to 1 meter, so L2 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Okay, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter, and time in both it will be 1 second. T1 is equal to T2 is equal to 1 second. These are the values I have to put in this. Okay, and N1 I know, this one 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. If you forget that, which what is the power of 11 or something else, you can write this gravitation in liters. Gravitation, count the liter, that is your 16. This is the power of, that is same, minus 11. Okay, that is your L1, M, L2, this one. Put all this value here, you will get the result. I wanted to know that N2. There is one equation, this one equation, this is one equation, and only one unknown. We can calculate all the value, simple. Let's continue. See that equation number 1, what we had, N1, M1 A, L1 B, T1 C is equal to N2 M2 A, L2 B, T2 C. This is what N1 they have given, 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11, the value of G in SI unit. So they have asked N2 in what, CGS unit. So what you will do, this N2 bring it here. So what I did, so after calculating this is N1 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 kg upon 10 to the power minus 3 kg, meter upon 10 to the power minus 2 meter, 1 second upon 1 second square. After solving, you will be getting that value of G. Value of G will be 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 9 centimeter square per gram square. This is all about the first application of dimensions. Next applications, like to check the physical correctness of the physical equation, we will see in next classes. Okay, thank you so much. This is your N2 is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 9 centimeter square per gram square. We'll continue in next class.
Thank you for watching, and please subscribe our YouTube channel Tile Tutorials.